So today I'm going to be doing a little chatty get ready with me video. It's going to be a pretty long one because I am testing out some new products that I showed you in a recent new from e.l.f. haul, mini review, something. Basically, these are my first impressions of these products. It's the first time I'm using them on the face, and I just wanted to show you guys how they looked. I wore this eye look in a haul video, and I used the Kat Von D Vita Loca palette for it. And I did film it, but I basically completely recreated it using the e.l.f. palette that I used today. So I hope you guys like that as well, since a lot of you were requesting it. So I'm gonna get into this makeup look, and I hope you all enjoy. Okay, so I went ahead and primed my face. This is the primer I'm using today. It's just the Too Faced Hangover RX. Now I'm gonna put on my foundation. I'm using the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin foundation, and this is in the shade 20. My hands are clean, so I'm just going to dot this on the face. Not gonna lie to you, this is not a foundation I have found a brush that I like with yet. Usually I just blend it in with my fingers because I like the finish of that best. So this is going to be very difficult to impress me because this is just not a foundation that I think works well with brushes. In hindsight, maybe not the best thing to use with this get ready with me, but clearly I am just the best planner of my videos ever. You know, even though I don't really like this foundation with brushes, this is doing a great job. It's because it's a round top, honestly. I don't know. The bristles are really, really nice on this. It doesn't feel flimsy at all. And I just feel like it's blending the foundation really well. Okay, so I did go in with my fingertips and just lightly kind of bounce over the face with them, just to get rid of any brush strokes. But I will say that, again, I've never liked this foundation with a brush, and that was the best experience I've ever had with it. I think that this is one that works better with these thicker consistency foundations, maybe because flat tops are made for really nice thin foundations that you want to look almost seamless with your skin, whereas full coverage foundations, obviously there's a thicker consistency. So if you're looking for something to blend your full coverage foundations, I think I would recommend this. I just concealed under the eyes using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and now I'm going to highlight using my Rimmel Matte Perfection. My skin is really dull right now. It's like actually pretty dry, so I'm really going to pack on the highlight. So now using a dampened sponge, I can just lightly start to blend this into the skin. And you can see I do bring my concealer pretty far down on the cheekbones, and again, that's just as a highlighting step. And I feel like when my skin is really dry, this can really help to make it look a little bit more lively. And also because this is like a satin matte finish foundation, it can help to, I don't know, just bring a little bit of life and moisture back in. So now using my favorite e.l.f. blush brush and a little bit of translucent powder, I'm going to bake the under eye area. This is literally the messiest step ever, and I never know how to get it on camera without getting it all over me. Now using a large powder brush, I'm going to take a little bit more, and I'm going to ultra lightly dust this all over the face. And again, we're gonna kind of let this sit and bake. Lately I've been doing this before I put on bronzer and stuff, and I feel like it helps my bronzer and my blush not get as patchy because there's not like a slick surface that it's sticking to. That was a serious tongue twister. And I am going to avoid the jaw area because I always highlight here after contour. Now we can work on eyes for a bit while the powder sinks in. I'm going to super quickly just prime my eyes using my everyday eyeshadow primer. I do this with my high-end shadows. I'm gonna do it with my low-end shadows too. I think we're gonna get into this 11-piece brush kit that I mentioned and see how it works with the eyeshadow palette. And this is, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get this on camera without showing you my entire room. This is what we're working with. I'm eyeballing this garnet color right here, like so super hard, and so I'm thinking of doing something nice and shimmery and then working this into my outer corner and letting it kind of be the pop of the whole look. For now, I'm going to take this kind of, oh, this is so hard, this bronzy color, and on what I'm assuming is the crease brush here from this 11-piece brush kit, I'm just going to work this into the crease. I gotta tell you, yeah, no, I don't really like it. This applies it infinitely better. This color is gorge. I'm gonna take this really shimmery champagne. We'll give the brush that another chance. I'm going to take the shader brush and this color, and I'm just going to pack this. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. You know what these remind me of? And when I was, oh, I just got it everywhere. When I was swatching it, I was trying to figure out what consistency that they reminded me of, and they're a lot like the Kat Von D Metal Crush shadows. They're so obscenely soft, and oh, look at that. It's so pretty. So now I'm gonna get into that reddish maroon. And we'll just start to pack this onto the outer corner. I'm telling you guys, this is like an exact dupe for one of the Kat Von D Metal Crush shadows I have right now. I'm gonna switch over to this more pointed domed brush and bring it into the crease just like so. Just taking a moment to lightly blend it through the crease. Now I'm going to take this taupe, and on a smaller shader brush, I'm just going to pack this between the champagne and that reddened maroony something or other color. There's definitely a bit of fallout, so I'm just going to take this fan brush and kind of clean up. How did eyeshadow get on my upper lip? Really lightly blend all of this together on the lid. And I think I'm gonna touch up the champagne on the inner corner. I'm just gonna use the taupe on a small pencil brush and take this onto the center of my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the red shade and just bring it in to meet here in the outer corner. Of course, I'll just take a minute and blend. And using this matte highlight color, I'm just going to use this on the brow bone. And now I'm also just going to bring it under where my eyeshadow shape should roughly end. I always really like to do my eyeshadow going in a bit of a cat eye, because I think my eyes are pretty round naturally, and I think that this just gives them a bit of, I don't know, something a little bit different. So that's what I like to do. But you could do this in whatever shape you wanted, boo-boo. Now I'm just using a liquid black liner and defining my upper lash line with this. So I always like to do my lashes last, so I think we're gonna work on the rest of the face for a few minutes. I'm going to take this Flawless Face powder brush, airbrush brush, I don't know what it's called. I'll have it, smacking myself in the face. I'll have it linked down below. And I'm just going to take my everyday bronzer. This is from it Cosmetics. I've really been liking pointed fluffy brushes for my contour application. I feel like it's so natural looking. Also, I'll just take it up here on the forehead. So my bronzer is going a little bit patchy up here, and I'm not entirely sure why. I may have gone heavy-handed with the foundation or something today, just because I was using that brush, because it's just not wanting to adhere right here. I think this is a brush where you have to work relatively quickly for some reason. I don't really know why, but the results on this half of my face are just looking so much nicer, and like I'm just being really, not messy, but kind of careless and putting it everywhere. And I much prefer the way that this side of my face turned out, so maybe that's what I did wrong. We'll try one last time up here at the hairline. Yeah, I don't know why, it's just, I guess, the way that this brush is. And now, of course, I'll just take a bit of translucent powder. I'm also going to take a bit more of the bronzer on a larger kabuki brush, because I feel like this would just be hard to do with that more pointed brush. And I'm just going to go under the jaw. I'm going to go into the e.l.f. brow liner. I'm not sure of the technical name of this, but this is in the shade, wait, do I want light brown? No, I wanted the taupey color. BRB. Okay, so I ran off camera and grabbed the shade Taupe Blonde, and this is the one that I used on this brow. I went ahead and just did it off camera so I could have a better understanding of how exactly to use this. What I'm gathering is that it's almost identical to the Anastasia dip brow. I'm first lining just under the brow. Define the front portion of the brow as well. And then immediately take the spoolie end to this before it has time to set, so that I don't get just like a really harsh line underneath. Then I'm just going to brush up the tail of my brow, go just underneath. I just brushed down the top part of the brow, and I'm going to lightly use the pomade and just go over the tops of it. And then just to ensure that everything blends well, whatever is left on the brush, I'm just going to run kind of generally through the brow. And then I'll brush it out one last time. And I think it looks great. I think it looks really nice and not crazy sculpted brows. They look gorgeous on some people, but they look ridiculous on me, so I try not to go for that look. Once all of my powder products are on, I'll set those off with gel, but for now I'm just going to use the e.l.f. Masca Blush in the color Beg. This is very new to me. It is super duper pigmented, so I'm gonna use this e.l.f. blush brush and just tap. Ooh, that is a lot of product. And just put this on the cheeks. And I really don't like the shape of this. So this is the brush that I use to highlight the areas of my face with translucent powder, and I haven't really put any extra powder on it. I'm just lightly stamping it over that blush to give a more natural look, so it's not as crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not having a great track record with this 11-piece brush kit, so I'm just gonna go into my usual highlighting brush. I'm going to highlight the tops of my cheekbones. This is Anastasia's So Hollywood. I'm also just going to take a bit on the nose, Cupid's bow, and here on the forehead. I haven't been contouring my nose here recently. I don't know. I did it the other day because I feel like I used to do it all the time. And I mean, I contour everywhere else on the face, so I was like, I need to contour my nose again, but I don't like the way it looks. I go through phases. I don't know. I'm gonna blend the highlight under my contour, take a minute and just make sure my whole look is nicely blended on the cheeks before I set everything off. I'm gonna set the brows using a bit of clear brow gel. Okay, so I'm gonna take a dark brown liner and just pop this on the waterline and upper tight line of my eyes. Oh my god, I'm just now realizing I brought the e.l.f. Radiance palette in here and didn't use it. I feel so dumb now. I completely forgot this even existed. I think what I'll do is just take the lightest shade, the lightest yellowy tone, and I'll lightly go over where I already highlighted. Oh, that is so beautiful. This is so, so, so pretty. I wish I had seen what it looked like on its own. My general thoughts on this palette is not gonna change. These powders are so, so pretty. And you can see even just layered over another highlight how gorgeous it looks. I may take a bit more of that and just quickly highlight my inner corners. I'm kind of scared to do this, but I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set Spray. And I use this on the back of my hand, and the spray is so concentrated. Like, okay, we're gonna go all the way over here, and the freaking bottle is out of camera. Okay, that seems like it's far enough away. This hand is not fully saturated, so. You just have to make sure it's held pretty far away from your face. It actually feels pretty nice, man. I just popped on a bit of mascara, and I'm going to put on these Red Cherry 43 lashes. These are my favorite lashes of all time. So the sun is starting to set, but I am nearly done. I'm first going to line my lips with NYX Mauve Lip Liner. Since the eyes are dramatic and so are the cheeks and everything, I'm gonna stick to a pretty natural lip. I'm gonna take the lip balm in the shade Berry Sweet. I'm not sure of the proper technical term for these. I will have them again linked down below, but this one is Berry Sweet. So much for watching. I would quickly say that I would recommend pretty much everything that I used in this video except the 11-piece brush kit. You know, I really just didn't like any of the brushes in here. I felt like because they were synthetic bristles, they didn't really grab on to any makeup products. Like, it was weird. Even using that blush brush, I thought for a minute maybe it was the shape of the blush brush that I didn't like. But then I realized it was just because it was synthetic and it was packing all of the product in one freaking spot, and I just, I don't really dig it. If you were gonna get e.l.f. brushes, they have amazing brushes. I just don't know if I would recommend this kit in particular. Maybe if you need synthetic brushes, maybe if you're someone who uses a lot of cream product or liquid product, this would be a great buy. But using what I normally use, I just didn't feel like it worked that well. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!